Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
I know, I'm late. It happens. You know, in AM radio, what we would do is just play 9 minutes of commercials. You know, then the host would show up. Some great conversations before I got down to the studio, and we got a ton lined up for all of you. We're going to be talking to the Alton-Godfrey Rotary Club here in about 13 minutes or so. Then about 10:10, we're going to be talking to Vickie and Party on Broadway, celebrating 10 years. Congratulations, Vickie. We'll get the latest then at 10:35. We are talking to HappyStabs and Piercing LLC. They're doing a really great fundraiser that I think is really unique coming down the pipeline here in a couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to get the latest from them and, of course, just talk all things HappyStabs. We have a lot of news to get to today, and if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can at 618-759-7469. That's 618-759-7469. Text me and let me know what's on your mind, or at any time, if you ever have questions for guests, I ask them all the questions you text me, and we'll make sure we get those out. My apologies for starting the show a little bit later today, but at 9:08, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Make sure you sign up for your daily email update, and you'll never miss out. You can join myself and over 70,000 people in the know each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend. I got my leg caught on a wire. We'll take you to Edwardsville first. This was submitted by the Madison County State's Attorney's Office. A Troy man who murdered a woman by dousing her with gasoline and setting her home ablaze has been sentenced to 50 years in prison. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hayne announced on Monday. Michael E. Sloan Jr., 41, pled guilty in January to a charge of first-degree murder. He admitted that he set fire to the home of 69-year-old Suzanne Tomlinson in the 500th block of Wood Thrush in Troy on September the 22nd, 2022, knowing that she was inside. The fire resulted in the death of Tomlinson. The defendant is required to serve 100% of the sentence, meaning he would be 91 before he is eligible for parole. This sentence, which is effectively a life sentence, brings accountability for the heinous and cruel actions committed by the defendant against an innocent life, State's Attorney Tom Hayne said in a statement. He continued, "This sentence reflects the gravity of the crime, the impact it had on the victim's family, and the unwavering commitment of the State's Attorney's Office to protect the innocent. Our prayer is that this sentence helps the victim's family navigate the difficult path of healing after their profound loss." At Sloan's sentencing Monday, Assistant State's Attorney Lauren Miracle, Chief of the Violent Crimes Unit for the State's Attorney's Office, asked Associate Judge Neil Schroeder to impose the 50-year sentence. Miracle argued that after Courtney Tomlinson escaped from Sloan, he, quote, decided to hurt her in another way. Miracle told the judge that Sloan burned Susan Tomlinson alive. Hayne thanked the Troy Police, the Troy Fire Protection District, Madison County Coroner, the Illinois State Police, and the Illinois State Fire Marshal for their diligent work on this case. He also commended Miracle and the Assistant State's Attorney, Mike Stewart, who also serves on the Violent Crimes Unit of the State's Attorney's Office. Courtney Tomlinson, in a victim impact statement, called Sloan an absolute monster. She also thanked the police officers and rescue personnel, prosecutors, and the victim advocates at the State's Attorney's Office and her family, her friends, and church members for their support. Also in the news out of Granite City police officers did respond to a report of gunshots in the area of Leonard Avenue and Myrtle Avenue at 12:07 a.m. on Friday morning, February 23rd. And now here's what we know. We do have an update. Granite City Police Major Gary Brooks said upon arrival, officers encountered a subject who had sustained at least one gunshot wound, which is non-life-threatening. A suspect was developed in this case and has been identified as Andrew J. Walker, 27 years of age, of Granite City. The case was presented to the Madison County State's Attorney's Office. Walker has been charged with one count of aggravated battery with a firearm. Major Brooks said a petition was filed by the Madison County State's Attorney's Office to deny Walker's pretrial release. Walker was remanded to the Madison County Jail and is awaiting a hearing for his pretrial release. Also in the news, out of Godfrey, a front porch and other parts of a home encountered damage on Monday, but Godfrey's Fire Protection District firefighters and Brighton, along with Fosterburg departments, quickly extinguished a serious fire and saved a home in the afternoon on the 7,000th block of Godfrey Road. Godfrey Fire Chief Eric Cramner said the firefighters did an excellent job of getting a quick hit on the blaze. In the 4:30 p.m. range on Monday, February the 26th, Cramner said firefighters were still hitting spots with water. In a quote from him on this incident, "We aren't sure exactly what happened and we're still investigating," he said to RiverBender.com, and we will keep you updated when more details do get announced. Out of Jerseyville, Dalton Brown reports the following. 2 individuals have been charged in separate cases with harassing a witness in a legal proceeding and driving under the influence of alcohol in Jersey County, according to recent court filings. Here's the latest. Joseph L. Miller, 27 years of age, of Brighton, was charged with 1 count of harassment of a witness. Miller allegedly harassed someone expected to testify as part of a legal proceeding by calling them quote, approximately 56 times while he was incarcerated at the Jersey County Jail, during which the defendant threatened the victim with physical harm, according to court documents. Miller was charged with a Class 2 felony for witness harassment. Court records currently indicate he is being held in custody until his preliminary hearing on March the 11th. Miller's legal counsel has reportedly moved for an evaluation to be conducted to determine his fitness to stand trial. Maurice D. East, 53 years of age, of Kane, was charged with aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol on State Highway 16 in Jersey County. Court documents state that East had been charged with 5 previous DUIs on the following dates: April 24th, 1991, May 23rd, 1993, both in Jersey County, and then in June 2003, December 2006, September 2012. All 3 of those were from Nebraska. East was charged in her most recent DUI case with a Class X felony. Court records indicate she was released and given a notice to appear in court. Her initial appearance is set for March the 22nd, and RiverBender.com will keep you updated. One final bit of news for you at 9:14 out of Southern Illinois. The Girl Scouts are selling cookies for another 2 weeks, but there's a lot more at stake than Samoas. Loretta Graham, the CEO of the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois, joined us on our daily show just last week and explained that the Girl Scout cookie program teaches from business ethics to team building, and for the Scouts, the cookie program is just part of what they do to become leaders in the community, and proceeds from cookie sales go back to the programs and projects they complete year-round. The Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois is made up of 6,500 scouts, 3,000 volunteers spread across 40 counties in the state. In addition to the cookie program, they have several leadership opportunities, community service projects, badge programs, and camps that are designed to help scouts explore their interest and reach their full potential. Graham noted that many successful women get their start through the Scouts program, and she believes the rising youth will, quote, change the world, end quote, with the support they receive from the organization. Graham pointed to the Girl Scouts founder, Joliet Gordon Lowe, as an example. Lowe started the Girl Scouts with 18 girls in 1912. The organization experienced financial difficulties and struggled to stay alive. To help, Lowe sold a strand of pearls that she had received as a wedding gift to help fund the Girl Scouts and keep them going. Today, the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois honor this commitment with the Pearl Society, which invites people to make recurring donations to the organization so girls who cannot afford the memberships the fee can still become Scouts. For more information about the Pearl Society and local Girl Scout troops, you can visit gsofsi.org. You can also find cookies online for 2 more weeks while the Girl Scout cookie season continues. At 9:16, let's take a look at your weather forecast for today. Get out the sunglasses and the suntan lotion. 69 degrees. It feels like 70 today. Breezy and very warm with intervals of clouds and sunshine. A risk of a severe thunderstorm is around later this evening. Tonight, a thunderstorm in spots, otherwise mostly cloudy, windy, and much colder. However, these thunderstorms, folks, can bring hail and damaging winds, and please stay up to date on RiverBender.com/weather for those national weather alerts. Temperatures will reach 81 degrees today and drop down to 23 degrees overnight as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, a high of 38, a low of 20, and then on Thursday, a high of 48, a low of 30. But right now, as it sits at 69 degrees, it feels like 70. But let's take a look at downtown Alton. Sun is shining down on Clark Bridge. A lot of cars on the road today. We're getting more traffic in. You can see the Cracker Factory, Mineral Springs Mall, the amphitheater, and the Clark Bridge in all of its glory. You can see that sky cam in real time all the time on RiverBender.com/weather. And for time and temperature throughout the day, you give this phone number a ring, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He is your local State Farm agent. You know, coming up in only a few short weeks, Alabama story at Alton Little Theater. This is a relevant story about one town's and one librarian's journey to understand the value of books and civil discourse. The play has national recognition as a must-see piece of theater, and they are bringing that to our landmark, Alton Little Theater. This is directed by Lee Cox and Gail Drillinger on evenings of March the 15th, 16th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. Matinees are on Sunday, March the 17th and March the 24th, and tickets are so affordable, $22 for adults, 18 for youth, 17 and under, and you're supporting one of the oldest theaters in the country and definitely one of the oldest, most continuous in the state of Illinois. For ticket information, you call 618-462-3205. That's 618-462-3205, or more information is online at altonlittletheater.org. That is altonlittletheater.org, and get your tickets for Alabama Story. I'll see you there March 15th through the 24th.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
DJ Mike Keith. This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit Alton-Toyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again.
Andy, Steve, Alton-Godfrey Rotary, welcome back to our daily show. Chili Chowdown is right around the corner. What date is this on? Because I'm all messed up in March. You know, I feel like February came and went faster than anyone could have ever predicted a February could come and go, you know?
It's less than a week away. It's Monday, March 5th.
That's okay.
Or, excuse me, March 4th.
We're off to a good start.
Already a correction. And it's at Main Street United Methodist Church at 1400 Main Street.
Really cool. And now, how long has this Chili Chowdown been going on?
Well, this is our 38th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And now, there's a secret recipe to this chili, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yes. Some years in the past, a gentleman by the name of Don Johnson used to own DJ's Bar and Grill. He came up with our recipe, award-winning recipe, I'll say. We've won some awards with it.
Mm-hmm.
In local chili cook-offs.
Hey,
so.
they still count. That's when they matter the most.
That's when they matter the most.
Yeah. So, yes, it's a recipe that's been handed down chairman to chairman over the years. It's just a few people in Rotary know what it is. So this year it's Steve and I. And Steve was gracious enough to jump in with me and co-chair it this year.
Really?
And we're not telling.
That's what I was. So my question is, once you learn the recipe, is it only allowed for Rotary functions? Can you pop it out at your house, you know, during a nice chilly Sunday and make the good award-winning chili?
Only if it's a Rotary function.
Only if
Rotary function.
That's what I was. Well, this is why I think it's such a just a great thing, guys. It's because of the tradition that really it's become, and I'm sure that you see generation upon generation, you know, every time you do the Chili Chowdown that come in and really just pass the torch to hopefully the next future Rotarians that are in our region.
We do. It's one of the best attended, functions that Rotary puts on as far as even our Rotarians. I have the sign-up list for all the jobs during lunch and dinner that we serve, and it's overflowing. I usually have more people than we need. Plus, we have our Interact clubs jump in and help us, and that's always a wonderful thing to have the kids there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and the great thing is it's one of our major fundraisers. So it helps us provide funds for our programs that we do throughout the year for the community.
And fill me in on some of those programs just to refresh the public for us.
Well, our big one is, of course, the scholarship program, where we give the Student of the Month. We have 2 students from the high schools, local high schools here, that are Student of the Month, and at the end of the year, we pick a Student of the Year. And that student gets a scholarship. It's a 4-year scholarship to the university or college or trade school that they're going to. And it is for $1,500 a year, so it's a total of $6,000.
Yeah, right.
Well, and that's, to me, I don't think folks realize how far that goes because, you know, heck, when I was going through that, and listen, I kind of just got all turned around upside down and sideways because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but you know, that $1,500 goes a long way for books or materials, especially if you have all these other things coming in. But take me through the importance of really connecting with the youth, because I could only imagine, you know, the feeling that those the students receive and feel whenever you guys honor them at these meetings, and then they receive that, you know, that acknowledgement and that scholarship. That's got to be one of the coolest meetings to be a part of, and really see that light up in their eyes, you know.
It blows us away.
That's what I
The
was
kids
wondering.
that come in and the things that they're into, all the different community service projects that they're involved in. Also, a lot of them will hold down a part-time job as well as going to school full-time. The number of hours that they're putting in. Boy, when I was in school in the 70s, we weren't anything like what the kids are today.
Right.
And so it's always a wonderful meeting. The two that come every month, it's just they're always very impressive.
Yes. And they're smart, number one.
Right.
But when do they have time to go to school?
Right.
Yes.
Because all the activities that they do. And the scholarship is based not only on scholarship, but it's also based upon their involvement in different organizations that they believe in. And they actually have some very good goals and ideas.
Well, and that's what I think is important, too, because I wasn't the valedictorian in my class by any stretch of the imagination, but there's so many folks that are in these school districts in these areas that might not be a 5.0 GPA, but give out their heart and soul to nonprofit organizations and volunteer their time and do community service projects. And I love that we recognize those students as well.
We do. It's the school administrators that pick the students for us. We've set up the guidelines, so they're the ones looking and seeing what the kids are doing. And it's not all the number 1, 2, 3 ranked kids in the class that we get. We get kids from different levels of course, not down in the level I was in.
That's what I was wondering.
They're the best student. That might be what they're all involved in at school. Maybe they don't have the 4.0, but they are the cream of the crop. Really, it's very neat.
What did Jack Buck say? I was in the bottom half of the class to make the top half look good. Was that his quote?
That's a lot of us.
That me too.
And then beyond our Student of the Month program, we also give out 2 scholarships to Lewis and Clark. It's our Bill Moyer Scholarship.
I didn't realize that.
$1,500 a year for each student that's chosen. And they're typically in one of the trade programs there. There's a list of different programs that could be involved in. And then we also give out 2 $500 scholarships to our Interact Club. So we sponsor a club at Alton High and one at Marquette. And they're chosen by the clubs, the administrators, each year for that. So we give out a total of $10,000 a year in scholarships.
That's just incredible. And especially the Lewis and Clark one, because folks don't realize how nice of a spot we have over on Godfrey Road with their technical programs and their nursing programs are top notch. And heck, that $1,500, especially for an in-district student, that almost covers the kitty,
It absolutely does. Yeah, and it's a great program. It's a great program for the students that are going out there.
Yeah.
But and also the Interact Kids, which is the school programs for Rotary.
I wanted to ask a little bit more because I'm not too familiar with that one, Steve. How long has Interact been going on with the Rotary Club?
It's been going on for quite some time. I don't know exactly the years. Andy, you might be able to help me out.
Alton High's been quite a while. Marquette has been in more recent years. It's less than 10 years with Marquette, and we were thrilled to have them add to the program. And,
that's awesome.
But it is something that International Rotary set up to start introducing Rotary and what Rotary does to high school kids, and then there's also a club at the college level.
Well, that's what I think, we've talked before, Steve, and not necessarily on Rotary, but just other aspects. The next generation's becoming harder and harder to find for a lot of organizations, and this is a great way to get the roots planted early and let the youth know that there is a future in Rotary, and you are the future of Rotary, you know?
Yes. And the kids will come out and help us with some of our projects that we do.
Cool.
In fact, you'll probably see them on Monday, a few on Monday, helping us out with a Chili Chowdown. We get them involved in the programs that we do, and it's great.
Well, and that's what I think is more important than anything, because, all these, great grades are important and very important, but I want to see somebody who invests in their community, a young student that really loves where they live. And that's what I think is really cool about everything you guys do, is you help connect those students and really get in touch and on the pulse of everything going on to where they are an active part of the community. They aren't the guy looking through the window going, hey, let me in, it's my turn. And you really get their hands on the ball here to really keep propelling and going forward and building. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem, Steve and Andy. We've been talking for 10 minutes, and my audience is going to go nuts. My phone line's buzzing because I never asked you what time the event is.
Sure. So lunch, we serve lunch from 11 to 1.
Okay.
Okay, and then dinner opens up at 4:30 and goes till 7.
And now this is right up there at Main Street United Methodist.
Yes,
that's correct.
And it's $10. $10 for all you can eat. And with that, you get the chili, you get a dessert, which is going to be cookies this year.
Nice.
And a drink.
Beat that, Golden Corral. Come on now. $10 all you can eat's a heck of a deal.
And we also have takeout. So you can come on up, we'll dish you up, and you can take it home or take it to an office. If you're working on Monday and you want to take it back to your office or take a group, you're more than welcome to.
You would make your office mates very happy on a Monday to bring some award-winning chili from the Alton-Godfrey Rotary in from lunch, and then that way we can all enjoy together. That was a hint for upstairs. I was kind of talking to them. With this being 38 years in the making, is this pretty streamlined at this point whenever the calendar turns over that we all know where we're going, or is there still a little bit of prep work that goes in on your guys' side?
There is a prep work on Sunday.
Okay.
We actually come in and we start the preparation. We cook the meat, we make the stock, we cut up the onions, and we cut up the celery and whatever. But we actually put it together Monday morning. Okay. But it's really nice because of any project that we do, the Rotary members of our club are very active in it. And we have a big group of Rotary members that get involved in this.
That's the best part of it. And that's what we were talking, just going back to that, where you almost have too many helpers or too many hands ready to lend in. That's a hell of a problem to have.
In this day and age, it is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Why don't we do this? I got to pay my first bill of the day at 9:32. We'll take a quick pause and we'll come back and talk more about the Chili Chowdown, Alton-Godfrey Rotary as a whole with Andy, Steve, and all of you watching. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
And I wonder why the little things you find they coming true. Oh, telephone line.
Do you guys take call-ins?
Sure.
There you go. Telephone line ties it in, Just you never know how you can find that lead in, It's 9:34 on this 27th day of February, and our conversation with Alton-Godfrey Rotary, the Chili Chowdown, as you see on your screen, March the 4th. That is a Monday at Main Street United Methodist, and that's on Brown and
And Main Street.
Main Street. I always
intersection of Brown and Main.
See, I'm always the guy that thinks it's Washington. You know, every time it's just Brown and Washington. I don't know. I don't know why. But really, and more importantly, on Friday we're celebrating 103 years of the Alton-Godfrey Rotary Club.
That's correct.
1921.
That's incredible. And, you know, we were talking during the break, and to me, you're one of the most storied organizations in the community. I mean, all the folks that have been very influential in the growth of whether it's Alton, the North Alton-Godfrey region, you name it, the Riverbend, there's been some really influential folks a part of this. If you could, take me on a trip down the memory lane of the history of Alton-Godfrey Rotary.
Gosh, I guess
I wasn't around in 1921.
The floors are yours. So no. But you know, from your time though, you know, take me through a little bit of your time with the Rotary and just some of the folks that came in the doors and some of the things we accomplished over the years.
Well, we try to do a project once a year, and some of the projects that we have done, the Lincoln Douglas Square, the Robert Wadlow statue. The mural at the the Head Start building.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Down there. And, of course, the Alton-Godfrey Rotary Park on 3rd Street. We just accomplished that, and that was our 100th anniversary project for the city. So
I didn't realize that Lincoln Douglas Square was your guys' project. I had no idea that was an Alton-Godfrey Rotary project.
Yes, yeah, we sold the bricks that are there on the patio and had the statues made just for that. I think that was back in the 70s, I believe, when that project was done, and we've contributed close to $3 million in projects since the late 60s, early 70s, coming forward. The projects that we've done. We also contributed main sponsor for the Godfrey Glazebrook Park pickleball courts.
Oh, I didn't
in fact, you'll see our sign on the fence out there.
You know, I want to play pickleball, but I can't. I'm like, I always call myself at this point in time, guys, I'm like Elvis at the end. I move about 3 steps, I sweat profusely, and I get angry, and I just want to quit. You know,
it's a very popular sport.
It's always full over there, but I just don't want to get embarrassed. You know, I'm just getting my butt kicked by everyone else on the court.
There's some pretty good players.
In recent times, we also did the soccer pitch at Rock Springs Park. We were a main sponsor of that. And one of our members was the guy kind of pushing for that in the community.
Well, and we've talked about Damien. He is a wonderful man, and I'm so excited to see what happens. I thought the futsal pitch was wonderful. I know that Dad and I have talked about ways the Alton High soccer team can get involved and help solve and maybe do a little bit of collaboration, and that's what I think is really cool about Rotary, and I mean this, is the fact that it's not a one category. It's not one demo. You guys spread it across every way you can to help the community, you know, and that's what I think makes you guys one of the most beneficial groups in the area, is that alone. You know, it's so diversified and so spread out to where your footprint is at least somewhere touching at least a portion of every part of Alton, especially, you know, in that area in Godfrey. My thought.
Rotary International has so many projects going on worldwide that we've also been a part of that doesn't really make news around here, but we've got the Polio Plus program where Rotary has been the main organization behind worldwide push on trying to end polio.
Wow.
So I think we're down, I believe that I remember from last year, there was just a few countries left where there was actually some polio, and they were places hard to get because of what's going on there. But Polio Plus, water projects all over the world, just different organizations everywhere.
Well, and that's what I think is really cool. It's just the way it breaks down from the national, international level into the local level. Is no matter what, Rotary has their finger on, you know, a project, and they're going to try their best to really get this done. And how many members make up Alton-Godfrey Rotary, right? Not to put you on the spot.
We, like any organization, we're up and down, but I think we're right around 70 members as it stands.
That's incredible. That's a good number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really
yes,
good.
We've been fortunate here in the last about 5 or 6 years. We've added like 10 to 15 members. So
wow.
Yes, it's been a good time for us.
And I got to ask, are you looking for new members?
We're always looking for new members. We're always looking for new members. Absolutely.
And what are the qualifying factors in a member? Are there any or any requirements, anything like that?
No.
There's really no requirements. But one of our mottos is service above self. And so we're looking for members that are community-minded and want to make this community a better place to live.
100%.
100%.
And how can folks reach out to be a part of the Alton-Godfrey Rotary? Is it the website? Is there a phone number, Facebook page?
We have a website, Alton-Godfrey.org, I believe is the address. You can reach out to any member in the community. We don't really have a set phone number because it changes from year to year on who's president. That's one thing about the history of our club. We're coming up to 103 years, and we have not had one person repeat as president of the club.
Wow.
A lot of organizations, you find that there's a couple people during their time do several years of running an organization. We've been able to keep the thing moving where we've always had a different leader every year, and that always is interesting from year to year.
So not just to piggyback on that, this is how kind of weird Alton I get, is I don't actively follow it, but I always keep my eye out to see who's going to be the next president, who's the president-elect, because you're right, it shifts so much and it's never going back to a repeat president. That's what I think's cool, is to follow along and see who's carrying the torch this next couple of years.
I just celebrated 15 years with the club, and it's been real interesting in my years to see the different change of the guard, so to speak, of who's running the club and what they bring to the table.
Absolutely. And then, Steve, I got to ask you, from Halloween parade, all the parades that, you've organized and spearheaded, take me through the correlation to the Chili Chowdown. How did that come into play?
Well, that was a long time before I became a member. I've been a member for 6 years.
Really? I thought you were a member longer for some reason.
Not on Rotary.
Okay.
And so I'm the same thing with Andy as far as it's really kind of interesting to see the correlation of the president go from year to year to year and the different projects that they do. So going back to the history of the Chili Chowdown, I would imagine that it was knowing Don Johnson, the Chili, looking for an avenue in order to do a fundraiser to fund some of our projects. And so history-wise, I don't know, Andy, if you know anything more about that.
Not specifically about the Chili.
I don't know specifically about that.
All the history we're talking about is the history being made on March 4th when we sell out of all that chili and we have some full stomachs. That's all I'm talking about here. And now, what are the times again? There's a lunch and a dinner schedule.
Lunch and a dinner. Lunch is served from 11 to 1.
Perfect.
Dinner from 4:30 to 7.
Man, you guys even got the times down right too. That's right in my wheelhouse for lunch and dinner. And how many folks are on hand getting the preparation done that Sunday, getting everything cut up and all the prep?
We'll have 10 or 12
there,
and we all have specific jobs in order to do that. Cooking, cutting, setting up, whatever it might be. And so we'll have a good crew there on Sunday. It takes about 2 to 3 hours. And then we'll come back 8 o'clock on Monday morning, and we'll have a crew in the morning, and we'll have a crew in the afternoon.
Which will be 40 to 50 people in total between the two that'll participate.
That's really cool. And what I think's a good point too to make is the fact that a lot of folks that are on Rotary, yourself and both, there's multiple organizations you're a part of, or your hands are in other pots as well, and a lot of the Rotary still working too, and business owners, and that I noticed, and the fact that everyone's finding the time to kind of be a part of this and make sure that they put their name on the event. That's what's cool to me, as busy as everyone gets in Rotary, to still come together and do this. Chef's kiss,
Yeah. And the great thing is there's another Rotary Club in Alton, Riverbend.
Riverbend, yes.
Rotary, and we'll probably get some help from them also.
What's the correlation there, if you don't mind? Is it different? Is it a different geographic location? Is it the same?
They meet on different days in their lunchtime club where we're an evening. We meet on Monday evenings, every Monday evening at 6 o'clock. Current times we're meeting at Gentleman's Restaurant. The fourth Monday of the month we'll usually maybe do a social where we'll go out and have dinner at a local establishment just to try to help spread that around. I want to just touch back on you would ask about members. There is no real... Rotary used to be known as a businessman's organization, and years ago that's changed where there is no real criteria for membership. It's just kind of, if you're interested, contact a Rotarian. Come by Gentlin's on a Monday evening. We always welcome guests and have dinner with us. And
they got pretty good food over there too.
So Ryan always does a really nice job
great
for
food,
us.
yes.
Well, and that's what I think's great. And if I can do anything today, it's going to be getting you to Chili Chowdown, but also getting you to learn more about Rotary and be involved in it. Because I mean, talk about, like I said during that break, is there's two groups in my mind, and you're one of the two that really live and breathe this area. And through the Robert Wadlow statue, when did that happen? By the way, I forgot to ask you that. Was that an 80s project, the 70s, or before that?
It was before our time, but
was
I
that
think
before
it
your
was
time too?
80s or in the 90s, maybe.
Incredible! I didn't realize that, but I mean, you have that plus one of the most symbolic spots in all of Alton, the Lincoln Douglas Square, and then all these other projects. Rotary Park is beautiful, and those summer concerts. I was seeing all the folks lined up there, just listening to some good music. Perfect setting, and another opportunity provided by the Rotary Club.
Great place, looking over the river. You see the full bridge. Music. Take your lunch there. It's perfect.
It really is.
We try to find events to be a part of, like ringing the Salvation Army bells at Christmas. We usually man a couple days at a local location, usually the Alton-Godfrey. We do the Christmas tree every year. We have supplied the tree, and usually the manpower, and if there's any expense to it, we do all of that. We have a trailer that we store the whole thing in and keep track of it year by year. So we're looking for any kind of events like that we can be a part of in the community to help pitch in.
Absolutely. And now you can help pitch in and support the Alton-Godfrey Rotary. March the 4th at Main Street United Methodist Church on Brown Street and Main Street.
Tickets available at the door.
Tickets available at the door. $10 all you can eat, and then you get chili and cookies.
Chili, cookies, and drink.
There you go. Hell, you can't find a better price for a meal around here. I went to McDonald's and I asked if they had a refinance line, you know? and you can support this great group of folks. And Steve, Andy, anything else we got to talk about today?
I thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Great.
We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I will see you at Main Street United Methodist. I'm going to grab chili for the team on March 4th. I'm going to be the hero for the RiverBender team here. And I'll see all of you there. For more information, you can visit the Alton-Godfrey Rotary website and get involved today at 9:47. A quick break. We'll come back. All-Star Award. We got to highlight some buffoons. There's a lot of stupid people out there. And we're going to highlight them, bestow the All-Star Award, and wrap up the 9 o'clock hour after this.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got Joey.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, gear up with Falcommit and elevate your hunting experience. From rugged gear for the seasoned hunter to adorable outfits for the little ones, we've got your whole family covered. Literally, because the best moments are made in the great outdoors. And with Falcommit, you're not just wearing gear, you're wearing the stories of your adventures. Discover the joy of hunting together. Visit Falcommit.com and outfit your family for the next generations of memories.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, 9:50 on the nose on this 27th day of February. Here's some All-Stars. We'll take you to West Virginia. We'll take you to West Virginia. Fans and former employees of the last Hooters to close its doors in West Virginia gathered outside the former restaurant for a candlelight vigil ahead of the building's before the building's demolition. The Hooters Eatery in Kanawha City, Charleston, closed during the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020 and never reopened. Hold on, this is an obit. I gotta read it like that. With developers eventually announcing the building would be demolished to make way for a Sheetz gas station. Organizers said the candlelight vigil started out as a joke between friends, but it took off on social media and hundreds of people, including some former Hooters employees, turned out to pay tribute to the restaurant, famous for its hot wings and, well, barely dressed servers. I'm just going to paraphrase that one. I started out coming in to get a job, and it became so much more because I met so many lifelong friends and my coworkers. Danielle Hugart, a former employee who attended the vigil, told local affiliates in tears. What a sad day for bad wings. Leo Browning, one of the organizers, said Hooters corporate office learned of the vigil's plan and mailed a box of calendars to be distributed to the building's mourners. A box of calendars? What? Now, what's that going to do for them? You can count the days passed since that building was torn to bits. Browning said the vigil ended up being more than a tribute to a beloved restaurant, and it also raised money for a local family in need. I like this. One of our close friend's daughters, she was just diagnosed with a very, very rare disease, and it's very serious. If she doesn't get the help, then she's not going to be with us much longer. Organizers said the money raised at the vigil will allow the family to travel to California for treatment. So there you go. An All-Star Award turned into a feel-good story. We don't get very many of those. Alrighty. The first ever Florida Man Games were held in St. Augustine, featuring a mullet contest, weaponized pool noodle mud duel, a Florida sumo. I could only imagine what that is. Contests where competitors, well, tried to spill one another's beer. Now, the all-day event featured teams competing in multiple varied events, which also include a pork butt-eating contest, a Florida Ma'am beauty contest, and, of course, an evading arrest obstacle course. That featured competitors being pursued by actual police officers. Oh, my goodness. Now, okay, hundreds of spectators purchased $55 tickets to observe these proceedings. The team that racked up the most points across events was awarded a $5,000 prize. Now, celebrity guests for Florida Man Games included American Gladiator alums Dan Nitro Clark and Lori Ice Fetrick, who served as referees of various events, and TikTok star OMG, it Wicks, no idea, was a host. Now, Pete Melfi, a former radio personality and current podcaster, because, well, we all know what happened to radio, based out of St. Augustine, came up with the Florida Man Games last year after organizing the laziest race in the history of races, a beer run lasting only a half a kilometer, about 1,640 feet. So we understand that Florida is weird, Melfi told the New York Times, and we embrace it. You know what would be funny in this? If the cops that were chasing the folks in the evading arrest obstacle course, if they never caught the suspect and kind of identified that one ran similar, and then they go, that was the guy from 2 weeks ago that got away from me. That would just be fantastic. So there you go. Florida Man Games, you earned the All-Star Award. One final one for you. A Louisiana woman returned to her car after visiting a store and discovered, well, she had something riding along with her. A yellow-bellied river snake. Amanda Norman said she visited the AT&T store on Johnson Street in Lafayette and returned to her car to find she wasn't the only one trying to take a drive. Hell, bus tokens are expensive now. Come on now, lady. When I was leaving to get my car, I noticed something hanging in the bottom of it. I thought maybe it was a boot sack string that I forgot about, but once I noticed it, it was a live snake. Norman said she was terrified of the serpent and enlisted the help of some nearby bystanders to eject the stowaway. Man able to remove the snake from the car, release it into a nearby bush, and personnel, well, at the Coast Air Guard station in Clearwater actually just had the same problem. However, this time it was in their helicopter. No, thank you. There you go. All-Star Award at 9:56 on a Tuesday. Before I take a quick break, let me fill you in on Denise Sparks, the queen of junk, and honestly, the lifesaver of so many. We're all big about supporting local here at RiverBender.com. Quite frankly, we're the only local media company that does everything local. We don't have a third party that sets up websites and we sell them to you guys. We're all local. We're for local, and that's why when you join us and you look at our website, you're getting your daily dose of local. And Denise Sparks lives, breathes, and really, it just symbolizes that commitment to being local. For 30 years, she has been the queen of junk and really the queen of making our lives easier. Your mother-in-law was coming over to visit that summer. You had a garage full of junk and clutter. You knew she was going to judge you. So all you did was call Denise Sparks, and Denise Sparks came, answered, and took care of your problem. And now, last year, so many folks said, we need an alternative for trash. We need a new option. Denise Sparks took on the big boys, and you see those purple and yellow trash cans popping all up and down the Riverbend. They're mating like rabbits is what I tell people. And every time you utilize Sparks Junk Removal, you are reaffirming your commitment to supporting local. With Sparks Junk Removal, everything stays in the community. From their community programs like that free Christmas tree pickup, plus what they do for the elderly and the more disabled individual by that valet trash service. Well, they'll walk into your kitchen, grab the trash, put it in the receptacle for you, and take it down for you so you can stay in your home and have that peace of mind. Sparks Junk Removal is here for you. And when you call Sparks Junk Removal, you get Sparks Junk Removal. The other day, I made a phone call to a local, well, not a local, but an internet company because I was curious about internet. I was talking to the representative for a company, and I said, well, that's not really a great package. That's not a good internet speed. It was like 20 megabytes down. It's terrible. I said, I think I'll just go with Charter. She says, I swear to you, oh, hold on, I work for Charter too, and then took a 5-second break, switched hats, and was the Charter sales rep after she was the AT&T sales rep. At Sparks Junk Removal, when you call local, you get local, and they support local, and with your commitment, you're supporting local too, and you can find out more for trash service, for pickup, for rubber tire dumpster rental, so that old dumpster ain't gonna scratch up your driveway when you're doing your spring cleaning. All of that awaits you at Sparks Junk Removal. That's sparksjunkremoval.net, and reclaim your space today. We'll take a quick break. 9:59, a little bit of change. Our daily show, top of the hour news, rolls around the corner next on RiverBender.com. Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
DJ Mike Keith. This is where I am today. Let me show you how I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
We walk the line and try to see falling behind what could be. Oh, bring me up higher. Bring me up higher.
10:03, welcome back. I did not just get locked out of my own studio. That didn't happen, Vickie. Never happened. 10:03, make sure you sign up for your breaking email alerts and join the 70,000 people that are in the know with RiverBender.com each and every day of the work week. And on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend, one of the best email lists around in the area, keeping you all informed. We'll take you to Alton first. Dalton Brown reporting. After a tied vote of 3-3, Alton aldermen prevented the city from entering a $626,000 loan agreement for a solar project at the city's public works facility. Concerns were raised about using funds from the city's, quote, emergency, end quote, accounts to secure a loan to finance the project, which now faces an uncertain future. The Deputy Director of Planning and Development, Andy Campbell Yancey, said Illinois currently offers financial incentives for solar installations under the Solar for All program, but to participate in the program, the city would need to take out a loan with a term of at least 12 months. Once the loan has been repaid, she said the city will receive a grant which, when paired with federal solar incentives, would cover about 95% of the project's cost. Yancey also said the solar project would benefit the city with, quote, projected savings of about $48,000 to $52,000 in annual energy costs, which would amount to roughly $1.4 million in total savings over the lifetime of the solar energy arrays. City Comptroller Debbie Dunlap said the city's general fund's, quote, reserve account is essentially split into two identically named accounts, one used as a, quote, savings account, end quote, and one as an investment account. She originally proposed securing the loan by using the reserve saving funds as collateral, but following a lack of support from city officials, she suggested using the reserve investment funds instead. Alderman Raymond Strable expressed concern that the city's, quote, reserve accounts were originally established for emergency use only. Here's a statement. They were established as emergency response accounts. That's what they were intended for. That was the dedication by the authors of it. They wanted to be used for only emergencies, not for collateral, and that's where I oppose your logic. I think it's a beautiful program, but I just will never vote in favor of tapping the emergency fund for anything other than a response. Dunlap said that she saw this as an opportunity to put Alton, quote, on the map while saving the city money. Yancey later indicated that one of the city's fire stations and police building are also eligible for the same kind of solar incentive program. So, if they were to secure this project at the Public Works facility, there would be opportunities for additional solar projects at those other locations. Alderman David Gahn amended the motion to officially change the use of the General Fund Reserve Savings Account to the General Fund Reserve Investment Account. His amendment passed on a 4-2 vote, with Alderman Strable and Alderwoman McAfee voting against it. The resolution to approve the $626,512 loan agreement for the solar project ultimately failed, with a tied vote of 3-3. Alderwoman Betsy Allen and Carolyn McAfee and Alderman Ray Strable voted against the agreement. Alderwoman Stephanie Elliott was absent from the meeting. Following its failure to pass, Alderman John Meehan asked what would happen to the solar project going forward. After additional discussion with financial institutions, one of the aldermen would need to present a new resolution which would be considered and voted on at a future meeting. A full recording of the February 26th Alton Committee of the Whole meeting is available at RiverBender.com/video. Also in the news, a front porch and other parts of a home encountered damage on Monday, but Godfrey Fire Protection District firefighters and Brighton and Fosterburg departments quickly extinguished a serious blaze and saved a home on the afternoon in the 7,000th block of Godfrey Road. Godfrey Fire Chief Eric Cramner said firefighters did an excellent job of getting a quick hit on the blaze. In the 4:30 p.m. range on Monday, Cramner said firefighters were still hitting hot spots with water. Here's a statement. We aren't exactly sure what happened, and we are still investigating. RiverBender.com will keep you updated as more details do emerge. Let's take a look at downtown Alton. I'm sweating in this studio, so it must be over 70 degrees. Let's look. The sun's shining down on Clark Bridge. A little bit of clouds in the sky. And just downtown Alton, it's all of its glory. Some folks walking down the street. You can see this sky cam in real time all the time on RiverBender.com /weather. I just love looking at our beautiful part of the Riverbend, the true heart of the 618. For time and temperature throughout the day, you give this phone number a ring, 618-465-4545. Today, breezy and warm with intervals of clouds and sunshine. Risk for severe thunderstorms this evening. Tonight, a thunderstorm, otherwise mostly cloudy, windy and much colder. Thunderstorms can bring hail and damaging winds. Temperatures will reach 81 degrees today. Good Lord, drop down to 22 degrees overnight as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, a high of 37 degrees, a low of 20. On Thursday, a high of 48 degrees, a low of 30. On Friday, we'll warm back up a bit, a high of 55, a low of 37. And then on Saturday, a high of 70 degrees, a low of 47. But right now, as it sits at 10:09, it's 73 degrees. It feels like 80. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. Before we talk to Vickie, Party on Broadway, I got to fill you in on Lisa Webb and 3rd Street Realty. You know, I can't say enough great things about Lisa Webb. And quite frankly, you've heard me talk about Lisa Webb so much, I can guarantee you know what I'm going to say. Whether or not you're buying your first house, whether or not you're selling your 100th, whether or not you're foreclosing, there is only one woman to call, and that woman is Lisa Webb. I love the humanity of 3rd Street Realty. You know, we all talk all the time about how, you know, car dealers, lawyers, real estate agents, salespeople in general, they're kind of in that untrustworthy category because of all the bad experiences throughout the country. When you work with Lisa Webb, your mind will completely change, because when you work with Lisa, you'll identify right away that she's treating you as a person, not as a commission check, not as another number. At 3rd Street Realty, your family's values matter. Your values matter, and they're going to utilize those values. They're going to understand those values as they're helping you in the next chapter of your life, whether or not you need them now or in the future. 3rdstrealty.com to check out Lisa Webb's listings and to start your journey with a woman-owned, family-operated company with over 10 years of experience. 3rd Street Realty, 3rdstrealty.com. Today. Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trunked. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
DJ Mikey. This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. all so you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. Little Hank Williams for you. You know what I think's great? No one ever hears what we talk about until the and everyone always thinks sometimes, it's a scandalous thing to talk about. This time, no. Just a little chat and a little water cooler conversation,
Yep.
How's everything going, Vickie?
It's going great. How about with you?
Oh, I'm excited. I got some Hank Williams bumping. I'm feeling pretty good about myself today, and I don't have to do anything in the afternoon, so I'm ready to get some interviews done. We'll be talking to Craig Hentrick. Thank you for letting me plug that in tomorrow. And we'll talk to the Marquette Catholic, really legend of football. But, man, I'm good. Talking to Vickie about 10 years in business. How have these 10 years been?
Fast.
Well, and before we go in, as you guys see, there will be a ribbon cutting tomorrow on the 28th of February at 3:30 p.m. at Vickie's storefront on Broadway. I would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
and with that being said, let's talk about the 10 years. How did it start? And really just as you look through the years, you got to see the area kind of grow, change, and watch it kind of grow up with you in a way.
Yes. So when I started on Broadway, there was at one point, it was just the bistro, the general store, the gift box with Andrea, and myself. Everything else had moved out of Broadway.
Right.
And so it's interesting with all the shuffling that's going on Broadway to see what moves in.
Right. And now, as you're at the point where you're 10 years in, I can only imagine the relationships you've been able to build. And now, maybe talking to a few of the women that first started coming, or men, 10 years ago, now you're talking to maybe their children or, that next generation. You're at that point where it's close.
Yes. A lot of the kids that were coming to me when I first opened are in college now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Well, and that's what I was wondering, because you're watching all these other folks grow and kind of watching them develop too. And that's why I think owning it, there's nothing more nothing more valuable than that aspect alone of that brick and mortar where you are, because you built up such a wonderful community that people truly are, growing with you, and you get to watch them too.
Yeah, I think that people might often forget that you're sharing in their experiences with them, their memories. You are part of their memories if they're doing a party with you. So
right.
When they look back through pictures, their experiences there. And So you want everyone that comes in to have a great time. So when they look at those pictures, 10, 15, 20 years later, they go, oh, yeah, that was a good time.
Right. Well, and that's a huge point of it, too, because, it's just not going to be hell, I know of, hearing my mom and her friends, my grandma and her friends, my dad and his buddies talk about those opportunities, and it lasts forever. And that's why I think what you do is such a cool thing, because you really do imprint on somebody's mind in those memories that you created a party on Broadway. When was the first party? I gotta ask this. Let's go back 10 years.
10 years
first
ago.
First party.
My first party was February the 1st with Lori Warford out at Godfrey Meat Market.
What'd you guys do?
We painted a canvas.
Awesome.
It's had kind of rounded mixed background with like a family tree like in front of it, and so that was my first party, even before my first party in the shop.
Now do you remember the first one in the shop?
I do. We did this Pinterest block project, and it had a few hiccups, but
can you explain, because I'm curious about that.
So I had done the project before, and when we decoupaged it, so we papered and used Mod Podge to put it on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
In case you didn't know what that was.
No, I didn't.
And I had gotten some of the letters too big because the blocks were different sizes. So as you changed, I forgot to change them, and everybody that was there was really understanding. And encouraging. One lady, I will never forget it. She, for years, is like, you need to do subway art. You need to do subway art. I was thinking about her the other day, and I thought, maybe something I'm going to do in my 10th year is that I'm going to finally do that subway art that she asked me to do years ago. And there's just only so many hours in the day that you can get everything.
Well, and too, I could only imagine, just how creative and fun you can be with what you offer. Because I look, I manage the community calendar, and I add all the things on there. And every time there's always a couple of Party on Broadway classes that I add, because they're so unique and it's something different. It's not, and especially for newer, maybe folks that never walked in or participated. I mean, what you offer is an experience. It's not just paint this and we'll move on. I mean, you give folks a really good set of hours to enjoy, create those memories, and come back for more.
Right. We're incorporating some educational into that.
Yeah.
So we had a Van Gogh series. I had interest in it, but nobody signed up, and I think it was because I had it over a period of time, weekly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring some learning classes back that are like maybe 1 or 2 sessions. It's hard to keep a child entertained for 4 hours to do at least a couple of projects. So, but I think that'll be something that the community needs that nobody is offering that I'm aware of. And the kids need it because they don't really get art in the school.
Well, you're right, and especially that education, because whenever you get older, your interests are already kind of molded, and you don't have that opportunity to really expand the horizon. So to offer that, especially to give folks the opportunity, especially younger kids, to really learn about some of the history behind these paintings and what they mean and all of that, that's huge. You're right, no one else does that around here.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And so I had some adults say, well, can we attend the kid class? And it's like, yes, but you have to realize that this is entry level.
Right.
And I think it would be fun for adults, but it's not going to be as detailed as maybe an adult project would.
Oh, absolutely. And throughout the 10 years, do you have one event, one party that kind of is your holy grail of Party on Broadway, one of those cornerstones in the book?
It's hard to pick.
It's like picking kids.
It's hard to pick just one. Probably, I'll give you 2. When a family came in after a funeral, not that same day, but it was like a weekend.
Yeah.
and wanted to paint and have something to do with their loved ones that were in town. That was awesome.
I bet.
Because, again, they're trusting you. They're bringing you into when, we have this tragic event in our life. This is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And another one was a lady connected her whole family together at the shop. Like they had not all met each other. There was her and 4 brothers and sisters, and she was the common link to all of them.
I'll be darned.
And so there were about 30 people in the shop, and they all met, and so that was really cool.
Oh my God, I got kind of chills thinking about that. That's incredible.
Yeah, she just totally trusted me. We had some conversations, and it was great. And I had a lady from out of town put together a family Christmas event, and that was really cool. It was for all of her nieces and nephews, and they came in and did their little Christmas party, and so that was a lot of fun. So
I just love it.
Yeah, you just never know how you're going to interact with someone and where that relationship will take you.
100%. And now as we're getting over to this we've already been talking for like 15 minutes. I love it. Well, before as we talk about this ribbon cutting, you set your ribbon cutting up, and then you were chosen as small business of the month on top of it, correct?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So do you have 2 ribbon cuttings now or just one?
Just one.
Okay. So take me through the Shabuzi tomorrow. What can we expect around 3:30 at Party on Broadway?
We're going to cut the ribbon, and we're going to visit and get to know each other, and we have some snacks, and we're going to have a giveaway that we're doing. So hopefully you can stop by and check us out.
And reminisce. I know that so many of you have memories with Vickie. Come by, talk about them, take a few photos, share a few photos. Take a trip down memory lane. What's your message to the community after 10 years? Because this is not an easy feat.
No, it definitely isn't. And if you are not supporting not just my small business, but any small business, people need to do that, because without the community support, small businesses will not be here.
100%.
If your larger box stores aren't making it, small businesses do not get that same kind of foot traffic in there. And even if you just go in and buy something small, go in and support them, because they all need that. Whether it's a storefront, restaurants, small businesses need the community, and the community needs them.
Well, 100%. And you've heard, I don't know if you've been in the studio, but I rant all the time because it's, we talk about all the greatness of Amazon, but go ahead and call Jeff Bezos to sponsor your Little League team. It ain't going to happen. And all of those community projects, the big box stores aren't going to help you. It's folks like yourself and other small businesses that, come up with some way to support the things going on in the community.
Yeah, we have partnered with a Relay for Life team to help them raise some money, and so we've got that going on in March. We're looking forward to that, but we always love to play with the community, and sometimes you have to take the money out of it.
You did you were down at the Christmas walkthrough too, didn't you? Sponsor
yes,
that's what I thought. I remember talking with you about it, and I don't know what I had for breakfast, so I don't know how I remembered that, but I do know, and that's why I think it's great to have you on, because you're someone who puts your money where your mouth is. Because I think it's fair to say there's some business owners that say support local, but you never once see them in anyone else's store.
Never see them.
You know what I'm saying?
Shopping, never see them sharing. Hand out, help me.
Exactly. And I'm not picking on anybody.
No.
It's refreshing to talk with you, because you actually do the things that you talk about. You don't. It's not a do as I say, not what I do scenario with when I talk to you. It's so verbatim with how you interact in your day to day with the community too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With that event with Masterpiece, I had a family come in and tell me how excited their kids were with the little pocket hugs that we handed out, because we not only sponsored it, we asked if we could provide our own giveaways, that they give out at the stations. And so we mirrored them to our scene, and having the one family come in and be so appreciative was worthwhile.
100%. 100%.
When you know that people appreciate what you're doing, you want to do more, so yeah, we'll definitely be a part of that next year.
And you'll be a part of the Broadway sector for years to come. And, Vickie, I can't thank you enough for all the times you joined me on this show. Congratulations on your 10 years. And I hope to see you guys out there in a nice picture. Hundreds of people at Party on Broadway tomorrow for the ribbon cutting at 3:30 p.m. What's the actual address so they can put it into Google Maps now?
It's 307 East Broadway.
And when you go, just say, hey, I watched you on RiverBender.com and want to celebrate with you. Vickie, anything else we need to promote before you go?
No, that's it. Just keep shopping local and supporting small businesses and keep me in mind.
There you go. And whenever you have the opportunity, it's always a good time to party on Broadway.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got Joey.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, gear up with Falcommit and elevate your hunting experience. From rugged gear for the seasoned hunter to adorable outfits for the little ones, we've got your whole family covered. Literally, because the best moments are made in the great outdoors. And with Falcommit, you're not just wearing gear, you're wearing the stories of your adventures. Discover the joy of hunting together. Visit falcommit.com and outfit your family for the next generations of memories.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
For the first time ever at 10:32, we have a reptile, a beautiful bearded dragon in studio. Scuttles is his name, correct, Chuck? He is a beauty. Boy, girl, boy?
Yeah.
Really cool. They make awesome pets.
They
I mean,
do.
they're. I was seeing some of the some of the videos and the companionship that they have. They're smart reptiles.
Yeah, they say they're pretty close to dogs.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, the other day I managed the community calendar on RiverBender, and I had all the events, and I came across HappyStabs and Tattoo and Piercing Studio. You guys are doing a tattoo and piercing fundraiser for pets with the Riverbend Humane Society.
Yes.
And I can say this is the first time I've ever done an interview about a tattoo and piercing fundraiser. This is super cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's really unique, and it goes towards a great cause. How did this all come about?
My fur baby passed away back in October,
Oh, I'm
so
sorry
I
to
figured
hear
we'd
that.
honor his legacy. help the pets out.
We're just animal lovers in general.
Definitely.
Big animal people.
Yeah, for sure. And now, how did the conversation with Riverbend Humane Society get started?
We just kind of contacted them, asked them if they needed a little bit of help. They told us they did, and we decided together we were just going to put the fundraiser together, split the proceeds 50-50 for the day.
Really cool. And this is a great opportunity for folks to, check out HappyStabs. Might be for the first time or could be for the fourth time, but also support a great local organization in this. And that's a win-win.
Yes.
It is. It's a good cause.
So, Chuck, Candace, fill me in on HappyStabs as a whole before we go into the fundraiser itself. How long have you guys been over in Grafton, and where are you exactly located, too?
Okay. So, I'm going to take this.
Go ahead.
Candace is losing her voice. So
yeah, we're kind of tag teaming this today because we have that was me yesterday. I lost my voice during the news, and I was like,
just my luck.
So it's right now things are converging because I own a tattoo shop in Wood River called Occult. Okay. So Occult Artworks. I'm coming. She needs a tattoo artist, so I'm merging my business in with hers. So I'll be the tattoo artist at her place. Still be running Occult while I can in the next few months probably. Yeah, we're gonna hope to start getting some people in there.
Really cool.
And
have walk-ins for piercings and tattoos.
We'll be doing walk-ins for tattoos and piercings.
Yes.
And then hope to, we're gonna launch the benefit for the animals and hope to, keep getting people in on a regular basis.
Well, right.
I'm sorry. I don't think Grafton's used to having a tattoo shop or a piercing shop though. So I don't really know how the people. We really want to make we want to leave a good stain on Grafton, man.
100%.
We don't want to be the shop that people are looking at like, those people are doing this X, Y, and Z. That's not us, man.
Yeah.
So we want to leave a good mark on Grafton.
Well, and that's a hell of a first impression. Is, you're coming into town, and we're here. We're going to do this
for sure.
But let's support local organizations. Let's show the community we're here to help.
Yeah.
That's a great way to do it. You know, and really bridge that kind of gap because you're right. It is tattoo and piercings. I'm sure are nuanced. I haven't heard of very many shops in Grafton that offer that service.
I don't think there has been one.
I don't think there ever has.
Well, and talk about a prime opportunity for folks that are coming in maybe to visit Grafton for a weekend, you know, and they've always wanted to get a piercing or some type of ink on them, and all of a sudden, hell, that's a perfect fit.
They want to leave with something that's going to memorialize their stay.
100%. And now, how did your guys' conversation come about to kind of merge into one brick and mortar location?
We've actually worked together before.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah, so we're pretty close with each other and helping each other out.
Yeah, I've known Candace for a while. And honestly, I can't say enough about her as a professional. Which, I wouldn't just go work with anybody, you know what I mean?
But, well, that's because what you guys do is a very, you have to really have the trust and the confidence in your partners whenever you're doing this.
Absolutely.
Because, I've seen, just in my time in news in St. Louis and all that, it can go south quick if you are on the same page.
It can go south quick. And, you do a good job on somebody, they'll go tell 10.
You're right.
You do a bad job on somebody, they're going to tell 1,000.
They're going to tell 1,000,000. You're going to be on Facebook in the next half hour.
Social media.
So I've known Candace before. We've worked together. I think she's good at what she does. I think she takes it serious.
Yes.
She's a good supply. She's just outstanding.
Yep.
So I'm excited to work for her.
And not to cut you off, Chuck, take me through some of the things that you specialize in your tattooing.
Okay, so I make T-shirts and stickers and anything. I make all kinds of stuff. Can coolers. I paint. I'm an artist. As far as tattooing goes, I don't really specialize in anything. I like doing black and gray, but I like doing lots of color too.
Cool.
I like to do custom stuff if possible, but it's kind of hard anymore because with Etsy. And the Pinterest phenomenon that's happening, it's just ridiculous.
No, that's what I've got to ask you. Is because what you guys do, you have to be a real artist to really come up with these intricate designs and make sure they translate the correct way. No different than piercings because, God dang, you do something wrong.
You have to know the anatomy very well.
Then you're in a bad spot if you don't.
Yes.
And so how is it for both of you when you get some of these folks that come in and they're on Pinterest and they're on Etsy and it's like, guys, this is cool, but why don't you trust our talents here a
Yes.
little bit and let us work for
Yes.
you?
Dude,
We have to pretty much let them know they have to be a little more realistic about things.
Sometimes you just gotta kind of face palm in your mind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just,
that's exactly.
Yes.
just do what they want, man. You know what I mean? Just do what they want.
And that's exactly right, because I'm sure both of you know at the end, you're like, oh, well, I wish I could have done this for you. But
Yeah.
hey, you make them happy, you send them home, and that's all you
Definitely.
can do.
A lot of times you try to explain to somebody, like, in as polite as you can, that it's kind of a dumb idea what they're wanting to do. Like,
Right.
You don't, but people will take that wrong and go
Yeah.
leave a bad
Yeah.
review.
That's
It's
true.
Because
They
you're
get
not doing what
offended.
they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it's really a slippery slope. I try to feel them out and just give them what they want, man. As long as they leave happy with a nice tattoo, that's
Yes.
what's up.
Problem averted, and really a satisfied individual. That's the goal.
A lot of times, people won't even look. A lot of times, 90% of the people that come to get tattoos aren't artists.
Right.
So
Right.
they're just blind to what they want. They think they know what you want, but it's our job to really take that idea and
Yes.
show them what's going to work the best for them.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, especially when you get a younger individual that's looking at their first tattoo, you know, and
And they see it on TV and stuff.
Definitely.
Well, I was watching Inked earlier, and this
Yes.
is what this guy did.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it too, man.
I
That's
bet.
it.
Well, and then for piercings, like we were talking about,
Yes.
the same thing. Where I'm sure you get a lot of, individuals that come in that Scuttles is having the time of his life over there, man. Well, and I'm sure you get folks that come in, Candace, and you have to go, listen here, let's slow down and take a breath and a breather,
Yes.
and let's talk about what would really work for your body and your
Yes.
structure.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
Like-
we are an APP compliant shop.
What's that mean? Because I'm ignorant to that.
Association of Professional Piercers.
Oh, cool. I didn't know there was such a thing.
So we use nothing but high quality jewelry, all from like Neo Metal and Nano Metal, Juniper, Leroy. So it's all implant grade titanium, 14 karat gold, everything that's compliant through the APP.
Really
Yes.
fascinating. Now, what's it look like to reach out to HappyStabs, whether it be in for a piercing, whether it be in for a tattoo? What's that look like? What's the process?
They can actually get on our Facebook page
Uh-huh.
and reach out that way, or they can get on the website, which is on our Facebook page, make an appointment. They can email us, call us, anything like that they want.
On the tattoo side, same thing?
Yeah, I'm Chucky Chuck on Facebook, Occult Artworks on Google, and can I drop my number on here?
Oh, hell yeah. Whatever you feel comfortable with, man.
Phone number is 618-808-1912.
Awesome. And you could always give a call or reach out on Facebook. And now, getting back to the tattoo and piercing fundraiser for pets,
Yes.
this is super cool. This is
Yes.
the first time I've ever heard about something like this. What date is this on?
March 30th from 12 to 8 p.m.
So it's an all day long
Yeah.
where you can stop in. You aren't on a time crunch. If you want to
Yep.
plan your afternoon, you have 33 days to do it. How about that?
Yeah.
And we'll be doing a walk-in basis, so there won't be appointments. It'll be first come, first
Perfect.
serve.
That's what I always wondered. Because
Yes.
I'm the person that gets early knowing it's a walk-in, and then
Yeah.
I forget that they let appointments in too, so I'm sitting
Yes,
there, you know?
yes, waiting, thinking it's your turn and it's not.
Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world, too.
Yes.
You're like, oh, okay, I'll sit back now.
Yeah, you're getting nervous,
Definitely.
overthinking.
Yep. 100%. And now, with this being said, what is the price breakdown going to look like? What's going to be offered in this fundraiser?
We have $60 to $100 tattoos. Our flash sheets will be on the event page and on our Facebook page. And piercings will be $60 with jewelry. And we do have a list on the piercings too. So lobes, nostrils, navel, helix, conch, and tragus.
What's that? What's the tragus?
The tragus is actually this one.
Is
right
that
here.
for the migraines that folks get, or is that a different one?
Usually, a lot of people think the date is for the migraines.
Okay.
There's really no scientific proof behind it.
I gotcha.
So I can't say it works or it don't work for anybody.
But I like that, though.
Yes.
See, and that makes, anyone listening, I like the honesty. It might
Yes.
work, it might not. It ain't scientific, but folks
Definitely.
do it,
Yeah.
Well, and what a great price on the piercing side of things for
Yes.
$60 to get get a nice quality set and some nice jewelry.
Quality jewelry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it ain't junk that's, who knows where it came from or how
Yes.
it was made.
Yep. All of our jewelry has mill certs to where you can get on and prove that it's all good jewelry. So,
I'll be darned.
yes.
All of our stuff's guaranteed too.
Well, and
Yes.
now take me through some of the flash sheets. What are the sizes on some of these tattoos, Chuck?
Well, they vary.
Okay.
They're going to vary. Things from, maybe the size of a silver dollar to maybe the size of your palm. They'll vary in intricacy depending on the price range, But in order to be able to knock out everybody that's going to want tattooed in a day, we're trying to keep them somewhat remedial.
Smaller ones.
You aren't getting a sleeve on the 30th, pal. That's all.
Right. We're just looking to we're looking to get some people in who are they're pet lovers.
Yeah.
We got some animal kind of related tattoos,
Yes.
and we're looking to knock those out, send people out with some good tattoos, and help some pets.
Well, and on top of that too, man, even if you aren't a tattoo enthusiast or a piercing enthusiast, you know, if you're in the Grafton area, you're going to support the Riverbend Humane Society and a brand new business into Grafton.
Yes.
Welcome you guys in. If you aren't going to get one, why don't you pay for somebody else's and just kind of be the shadow, you know, the shadow sponsor of one.
Gift
you know?
one out to somebody else.
Yeah.
And this really hasn't been talked about yet, but I would think that if this goes over well, we'll probably consider doing more of them.
Yes, definitely.
How important is it for you guys to be involved in the community with the business?
Oh, dude, it's
pretty important.
Yeah.
It's huge for me. Like, even outside of tattooing, there's a food bin down the street from my shop. I try to keep filled up with clothes and food and stuff.
Really cool.
I do Toys for Tots every year.
Yeah.
I can't not do it. I just care about people, man. You know, I just like helping people.
Well, and that's what I think's great is that, you know, Grafton has a really just something special with it, because there's never a time that I've talked to a new business owner or a current business owner that I go, they don't have the best interest of the village of Grafton in mind.
Yeah.
And talking with both of you, I mean, this checks off all the boxes for what makes a good business in Grafton. Community support, you know, being honest, being transparent, having the expertise and the knowledge to do something, and also getting your name out there and working hard like you guys have already started doing.
Definitely.
Now, do you have a website or?
I do. The HappyStabs Facebook page, and then I also have one on Gloss.
Okay.
So I believe it's CandiceRule.glossgenius.com.
Mm-hmm. And the Facebook page is the best way to reach out and
It
get
is.
information?
Yes.
And now, what's scheduling look like for you guys currently? Are we a couple weeks out in bookings, just outside of the fundraiser?
A little bit. We are going to post on the Facebook page when we're doing walk-ins, so it'd probably be best to just kind of check the Facebook page to see when we are. Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool. And now, once again, if you're just tuning in, the fundraiser for the Riverbend Humane Society is set for March the 30th from 12 p.m. noon until 8 p.m. that evening in Grafton. What's the address again for your storefront?
315 East Main Street in Grafton.
There you go.
Yes.
And that's right next to the Fudge Shop for all of you that need the landmark. I'm a landmark driver myself. You know, I look for the building and I know it's right there. And with that being said, you can get piercings for just $60. We just talked about that. Quality jewelry from a quality artist and an implementer. What is the proper terminology for your profession?
I've
never
just
asked
a professional piercer.
That's what I wondered. You know, I didn't know. Is it
licensed
professional piercer, where you can track to see where that jewelry's from and know what you're using is quality right there at HappyStabs Tattoo and Piercing Studio. And Chuck, take me through this one more time. $60 to $100. Tattoos flash sheet will be posted on their Facebook. It already is.
Yes.
And you can check out those designs. So when you walk in on the 30th, you can just go tell Chuck what you want and it's done. What's those turnaround times look like, Chuck?
Well, it's a little bit different than piercing.
Yeah.
So,
takes a little more time than piercings.
Yeah, I mean, so the smallest tattoo probably take an hour from setup to tear down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, there's the off chance. I hate to say this on the air because I don't want to end up sticking my foot in my mouth. But if somebody has something that's, like, kind of little that they want, that's, like, not on the flash sheet, like, if somebody wants to bring in, like, something, I'm open to look at it and try to do it, you know.
That's really cool.
Nothing too intricate, like, you know, baseball size, no portraits or anything crazy like that, but you got something simple, I'm open to look at it.
Don't bring in an origami swan and one
Yes, definitely.
Well, with that being said, and too, Candace, what's your turnaround time on that 30th?
Usually piercings take about 30 minutes tops. That's with setup, breakdown, cleanup.
Really cool. Well, guys, I'm really excited about this, and you can find out more information on the Facebook page. We've been talking for almost 20 minutes. Isn't it crazy how time just flies by?
It's been a good conversation.
Before I let you guys go, fill me in. Anything else you want to call to action, promote? The floor is yours, Senators. Anything else we got to talk about?
All of our licenses are posted in the shop. We are licensed CPR, first aid, and basic life support.
Wow.
Certified.
Same.
And like I said, all of our licensing are posted in the shop for everybody to see.
I love when folks do it the right way and come up with some good stuff. I mean, this is a quality location over in Grafton next to the Fudge Shop where you know the folks have been vetted, they're certified, and they're good at what they do, and that's a CJ endorsement for you at 1048. Before we take a quick pause, once again, March 30th, 12 noon to 8 p.m. at HappyStabs, the tattoos and piercing fundraiser for pets at the Riverbend Humane Society, where you can support both them and HappyStabs. And I really encourage you to go check it out. Thank you guys so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
At 10:48, we'll take a quick pause. We'll come back and we'll wrap up the Tuesday morning that was right after this on the heart of the 618. Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
DJ Mikey. This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home.
10:53, and we're bringing it on home on this Tuesday morning. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We had a busy show. We have a busy show for the next couple of weeks. We're growing, and it's amazing, really, just how this show has turned into what it's turned into in less than 2 years. And I honestly can't thank you guys enough. I mean, it's just been the dream of mine fulfilled to be here and really be a part of my community, be a part of the Riverbend region, and welcoming me into your smartphones, your televisions, your computers. I can't thank you enough for doing that each and every day, and always brings a tear to my eye and a smile to my face. So thank you. Thank you very much. And then let's talk about some news before we go today at 10:54. Senior Services Plus and Chestnut Health Systems are working to promote safe medication practices for life through a Generation RX presentation. This presentation will be on Tuesday, March the 12th. The presentation will run from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. at SSP. That's located at 2603 North Rogers Avenue in Alton. Millions of Americans misuse prescription medications each month, and thousands do so for the first time every day. This misuse, which has become a serious public health epidemic, not a pandemic, an epidemic, leads to serious legal, social, and health consequences, with drug overdoses now representing the leading cause of accidental death in the United States. This presentation is provided through funding from the Madison County 708 Opioid Abatement Project and Chestnut Health Systems, and is free and open to the public. To RSVP, you can call Leslie at 618-465-3298. That's 618-465-3298, extension 123. For Cardinals fans out there, United Way of Greater St. Louis will partner with St. Louis Cardinal legend Adam Wainwright and his nonprofit organization Big League Impact to create volunteer opportunities for MLB players in every major league market. Here's what we know. In our community alone, United Way's Volunteer Center offers 2,300 opportunities for people to serve, and that will expand with this new partnership, which will offer opportunities for players to serve nationwide. Working together, United Way and BLI will provide local people with basic needs such as food, healthcare, education, and more. You have two organizations who are trying to do great things and trying to help people, said Wainwright. He continues, if we're both trying to help people, there should be some sort of partnership there. United Way has a long history of doing incredible work here in the city, so it was a natural fit. United Way will use its volunteer center and partner network to provide immediate year-round resources to assist BLI members and its front office staff in securing meaningful service opportunities and transportation through a private and secure resource page. United Way will create a private and secure resource page for players and staff to access service opportunities. Also, in the partnership with Lyft, transportation will be provided for players to get to and from volunteer events. To have St. Louis legend Adam Wainwright join forces with our team to get people involved in service to the community is truly a home run, said Michelle Tucker, President and CEO of United Way of Greater St. Louis. Big League Impact and United Way's goals are perfectly aligned, and this partnership will allow both organizations to expand our outreach and help more people. You know who always helps more people is Centerstone, and I'm so excited for our partnership with this great organization. You know, Centerstone, I'm telling you guys this, their segments, their numbers on their segments give me hope that the destigmatization of mental health resources and the need of mental health and substance use treatments, they're getting more and more destigmatized, and it's because of the work that Centerstone does each and every day of the week. You know, I can't thank them enough for these segments on the first and last Wednesday of each month for many months to come. This is an opportunity for you to learn about these situations before they happen. Are you looking for a fresh start on the road to recovery? A life free from addiction is possible, and it starts at Centerstone. Centerstone is a national leader in mental health and substance use disorder treatment for people of all ages. With a commitment to delivering care that truly changes people's lives, Centerstone's clinicians use evidence-based practices and treatment programs. Now, this means the treatment care plan developed for you will be based on the latest science, not something that's been recycled over and over again. It's unique for you, to you. With so many unknowns on the road to recovery, one thing that you can know for sure is that Centerstone will be a constant guiding force for you on your journey. Addiction, it can happen to anyone. We all know of someone, and so can recovery. Start working towards your recovery today by visiting Centerstone online at recoverwithus.org. That is recoverwithus.org, or by calling 1-877-HOPE-123. We are about out of time today, and man, oh man, like I said, we are so busy right now. It's just incredible, and I can't thank the team upstairs enough for letting us. Really, without them, I wouldn't be here. So everyone upstairs watching right now, thank you very much. And to all of you at home, thank you. I will see you tomorrow. We're out of time. Craig Hendrick, Centerstone, and more in studio. So on that note, have a great day. Enjoy your beautiful 80 degrees. And most importantly, try your best to stay out of jail.